Okay, let's begin our meeting for reading and writing 3. This is the preparation for our midterm test. I think you are free to ask questions about what you're not clear of.
Sir, I have a questions about reading and writing.
Yes, go on.
Forum meeting 5. Uh, what's the difference between conclusion and solution?
Conclusion and solution. Conclusion. The conclusion is the. Yeah, wait. Let me give you the explanation first. Okay, the conclusion in the writing is basically the essence of, the whole paper, what you are reading from the beginning until the end. You make a short version of that paper or that story. Yeah. So the conclusion means something like, so it's basically like the essence of that paper, of that writing, yeah, from the beginning. What is it about? And then you make a conclusion to refresh your reader's memory before they end the reading. Okay. The solution is when you have a problem, when there is a problem in your writing, you provide a solution to tackle that problem. The problem that you are stating is something that needs to be given a solution, because if you leave your readers hanging, that's not a good writing. That's why there's a solution for, um, you know when you write a problem in your writing. Yeah, okay. So the conclusion is basically something like you summarize the main point. Okay, the main point is summarized into simpler, the simpler terms for the main point. Okay, but you cannot just repeat what you have written. Instead, you have to make like the paraphrase. Okay, you have to make the points that you made, and then you give the examples. Okay. I don't know if you get it.
I get it. So the conclusion is can I take a point from each paragraph into one into each statement of the paragraphs into one paragraph into one paragraph into the conclusion.
Yes, that's basically that is how you usually make a conclusion, because from all your points in the other paragraphs, there should be an end to that. Yeah, that's why when you are ending your paper, from all the paragraph, you take the most important thing from each paragraph, but you cannot just copy and then take it, only taking it and then pasting it in the conclusion. Instead, you have to make a paraphrase. Do you know the word paraphrase?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, paraphrase. Yeah, I'm sure that most of you have already known about paraphrase. Yeah, so paraphrase is like changing
Combination.
changing the meaning. I mean, changing the words of the sentence, but it's still with the same meaning. Yeah, it's like translating that sentence into the same language. Yeah, usually you can do this by changing the several words like the nouns or the verbs. Yeah, you can change the verbs. Usually you use the verbs and nouns in each in each sentence, or you can even change the order of the ideas instead. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. What else? What about the other meetings? Okay. Are there any more questions about the reading and writing? Like when you are in certain meetings and you don't know about something, or you are confused about something.
Sir, about generalized and less generalized, it's hard.
Generalization, you mean? So this is the meeting 3, yeah? Avoiding generalization. Is this what you want to ask? Okay.
I saw the forum has we have trouble in this generalized. This
Yes.
Yeah, generalized itu it's hard, I guess, for us.
Okay. I'm looking at the forums. Yeah. The forum and the third forum. My questions. I mean, the forum was to make 5 sentences of generalized sentences into less generalized sentence, right? Here, this is the avoiding generalization. Okay. So let me know. Could you let me know what you understand about generalization? What do you know about generalization? Can anyone here explain what the generalization is? No one? Okay. Ah, you are too lazy.
Itu nggak sih, Pak?
Yes?
Topiknya jadi menyempit gitu nggak?
Yeah, yes, that is the opposite of generalized, which is specific. Yeah, specification. I mean, specified. Yeah. When you are using generalizations in writings, especially if you are writing a scientific paper, you should be careful when you are writing a scientific paper, when you are stating something that is generalized. For example, yeah, this is one of the examples. Yeah, for example, cats are curious creatures. Okay, so if you are saying cats are curious creatures, that means you are saying all cats, yeah, all cats are curious. But we have to know that not every cat is a curious cat, yeah? Not every cat is curious. So when you are saying something like this, you need something to back it up, yeah? You need some proof to prove that your generalization is correct, okay? For example, instead of saying cats are curious creatures, instead you can say most cats are curious creatures. That means it's not generalized at all. We're saying that most cats are curious. Not all of them, but most of them are. So it's no longer generalized. Yeah. Or you can specify even more. Like my cat is a curious cat. Well, this is my cat. I know what my cat is like. Yeah. If my cat is not curious, then that statement is wrong. Yeah. Let's take another example. One of my students did not know that this is the 20th century. Okay. So this is only one of my students. Yeah. We can say let me give you another example here. Wait, oh. Let's say I say it like this. Yeah. That means I'm saying that all of the students are stupid. Yeah. This is dangerous. This is dangerous because I'm making a generalization of all of Undira students. Yeah. Can I make it into a less generalized? Yes, I can. For example, instead of all of Undira students, yeah, or even like this, Undira students are stupid. If I say it like this, then the whole thing of this, yeah, means they are stupid. This is dangerous because I have nothing to back this statement up. Yeah, I have nothing to back this statement up. So instead of saying this, I can say it. I can say it like this. So only one of them. Okay. This is the less generalized. Okay. How about from the model, I mean the forum? This is from the forum. Do you still remember the sentence? Yeah? Do you still remember this? I told you to make it into a less generalized sentence. Am I right? Then how do you do this actually? When I say we tip the waiter in the restaurant, do we all tip the waiter? I mean, when we are in a restaurant, will everyone who is in the restaurant, will they tip the waiter? Will
No.
everyone in the world will everyone in the world tip tip the waiter? No, right? There are some who tip and there are some who won't give tips to the waiter. Yeah. Instead, we can say it like this. We usually tip the waiter in the restaurant. Yeah. Or you can make it into more specific. See, this is even more specific. Yeah, this is even more specific. So instead of saying we tip the waiter in the restaurant, this is this is your opinion. I mean, this is your opinion. No one will say that they tip the waiter all the time. Yeah, I haven't even in my life I have never tipped the waiter. Yeah, there are someone who is like that, and there are some who always give tip to the waiter. Okay. And then this sentence, weddings are less common these days. This means that the one who's saying this mean that the weddings are getting lesser and lesser. Instead of saying this, we can change it into, wait. This is if, if in Indonesia the weddings are getting less common. Like for example, they don't celebrate wedding anymore. Like they usually just go to KUA and they don't celebrate the weddings. Yeah. Okay. It's more like a private party, not it's not a big party like usual. Okay. Then this one, birthdays. If someone say birthdays are important, that is only for several people. Yeah. For me, birthdays are not important. For example, I don't think birthdays are important. That means this sentence is wrong. Yeah. I mean, the grammar is correct. I mean, the sentence is grammatically correct. But in writing, you cannot say this. You cannot say this. You can say something like birthdays are important to some people. Yeah. For example, birthdays are important for children. Yeah. Because children usually like to celebrate birthdays, but do you think adults like to celebrate? I don't think most of us like to celebrate birthdays anymore, right? Usually you just have a small party, like you invite your friends to eat to a restaurant, and it's no more like inviting people, a lot of people to bring gifts and then eat cake. Yeah, as you grow older, birthdays are not that important anymore, right? I think in this sentence, usually in this sentence, if I'm not mistaken, most of you are quite confused with this sentence, yeah? Because blowing your nose in public is rude in Japan. This already specific in Japan, yeah? But you can make it into a less specific from this, yeah? Blowing your nose in public can be considered blowing your nose in public can be considered rude in Japan. Yeah. If you use can be considered, that means it's no longer a generalized statement. Because if you use blowing your nose in public in Japan, it's rude. Yeah. That means everyone in Japan will think that blowing your nose is rude. But not everyone in Japan thinks so, right? Some people would not care if you blow your nose. Some people will, but some people won't. That's why we use this to avoid generalization. Let me give you another example, yeah. If I say it like this, all women are beautiful. This is to generalize, yeah. Because most of women are beautiful, but there are some who are not beautiful, yeah. Physically, I mean physically. That's why instead of all women are beautiful, you can say most women are beautiful. So it's not all of them, but most of them. It's less generalized, yeah. Or you can say it like this: women can be beautiful, yeah. If they put makeup or if they, do a surgery, I think most, I mean, most of them will get pretty beautiful after the surgery. Yeah. What else?
Sir, can I put not words in front of the sentence?
Put what?
Not all of the women.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, you mean like this?
not all of the women. Like, can I?
Not all women are beautiful. Yeah, okay. I think this is less generalized. Yeah. Oh wait,
Not
this
not
is
all women. Not all of the
no. This is still generalized. Yeah, this is still generalized. Because basically you are saying something like this. This and this means the same. Oh wait. Let me think again. Not all women, yeah. Not all women. Not all women. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're right about this. If you say not all women, that means it's not generalized, yeah. Not all women. I mean, not every woman. It's not the generalized is this, yeah.
Mm.
Wait. This is the generalized, and if you say not all, that means it is less generalized because you're not generalizing all women. Okay. Yeah, this is right. Okay, what else? Do you think this is clear enough about the generalization?
In grammatically, which one is correct? Not all women or not all of the women?
Not
Women.
all women,
Women.
not all women, not all, it's not all women, but not all women. Plural.
Women. Not all of, not using of, like not all of the women.
All of the
Or-
women, that means it is specific. That you cannot say that because you are using all the. Not all the is. I don't think this is grammatically correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Americans are materialistic people. Oh, this is generalizing the Americans as materialistic people, while not every American is materialistic. Huh? Okay. This is the example. Okay. Do you have any other questions regarding reading and writing?
Pak, tolong balikin ke yang tadi dong, mau aku screenshot.
What?
Balikin ke yang tadi, yang Bapak jelasin.
You mean this?
Iya, ya.
What's wrong? Do you have any questions? Hello.
Dan Pak, oke. Thank you, Pak.
Oh, you're just. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you wanted to ask something. Okay. Any other questions from other students? If you have no more questions, I'm going to end the meeting here. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'll see you again next meeting. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.